Okay, so now we're on to, we've done the boot, and I can just quickly go ahead and delete these, take these, make duplicates, and if I take my duplicates and I make hold down J, point there, and I go and I freeze my transformations and make sure I grab these things, I take their normals and I flip them, reverse, where the hell am I, what am I thinking about, there we go, grab this one, do the same thing, cheat. And I forgot to freeze transformations. Why are they still stinking red? Kill the history? Huh. Why are they red now? They shouldn't be red. Oh, it's because I haven't reversed the normals, right? Froze the transformations. Normals, reverse, ba-boom. There, good. Happy times. Okay. So, let's do the head. So I'm just going to take the head, and this is my, 5-minute head. If I go in here to create UVs based on camera, let's just look at this. And I typically go in here and I look for a seam on the forehead. This is one of those controversial areas. People have different opinions about what works best. Boink! I usually go into the hairline, and I kind of cut a seam along here. It takes out a little bit of stretching, I find. There we go. I don't like it when they're all stressed right in the front there, unless there's something to really hide it, but even then, if I cut that, great. Now my head's done there. If I grab all the UVs and I deselect this one and this one, that's going to pin it. So I just hit unfold, but boom! I take these things inside of here, and I go and I hit unfold again. There we go, done. Now, here's a little trick I can do. I'm just going to put that in the 0 to 1 area. Great. And I got rid of this history, freeze, transformations, great, nothing I have to worry about. I'm just going to open up ZBrush. Boop. Yeah, I'm just going to pause for a sec while I'm doing this. Okay, so I've got ZBrush open. Actually, just hold on a second. Let's pause. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this head, and I'm going to go in File, Export Selection. And here we got like a head OBJ that I'm going to take out. Okay, great. I hit Export Selection. Okay. And then I go and I take this into ZBrush, get myself a little star, boop, hit Edit. Then I go up here to Import, and I find, where the hell am I? I think, oh, it's on the data drive. Okay, and here, let's just move this over here. And if I go in here to Scenes, find my little head, done. Okay, and I can kind of check here, and I can look at my UV map. I can go and hit Morph UV, and this is the UV layout that came in from Maya. Okay, boink. That's what it did. And turn that off. And if I go up to Z plugin, I go into UV master, and I use existing UV seams, and I hit unwrap. And I hit Morph UV. There it is. This is giving me a slightly better UV layout. A little bit off sometimes in the mouth and the nose. I sometimes find there's little bits here and there, but overall this is better. It does a better job of making things even, if you want to have it even. And then all you have to do is export it back out. Boink! And I'll export this back out as head UVed. And if I go back to Maya, take this head, and I can delete it. What just happened? Uh-oh. You know what? I haven't been saving again. Okay, that spooked me. File, save scene as. Binary files? Who saves in binary files anymore? Let's go over here. Done. File, Importola. UVed head. There. It's flipped. Just gonna flip it vertically, and ba-boom! Done. And if I see any weird little twitchy things in here, sometimes I notice that sometimes you'll see weird overlapping things. You can go and grab the UVs, do a little bit of unfolding here. And actually, there. What if I just used relax? There you have it. Anything here looks funny? A little bit of twitchy, itchy nose bits. Okay, I think that's fine. I don't see any real weird problems. Anything weird in here in the ears? No. So there's my head. And also I'm just going to hit normals, and I hit soften edge, and I'm just going to take this thing and I'll assign that existing material, probably Lambert 3, done. Okay, goggles. Well, these are just too simple. Great, based on camera. If I just take this and I use my little layout thing, whoop, done. Okay, what about the toughest piece, usually, is the hands. Boink. And so I'm just going to go in here, create UVs based on camera. And how do I want to handle this? I'm just going to do a couple little tricks. Where I go in here and I grab this edge and let's spin this sucker. Actually, right there is good. And actually, how's that going to work? I'm just going to hit 5 so I can figure this out. Just figuring out how I want to split the gloves up here. If I hit this, this goes all the way down here into the thumb and then it stops over here. But it goes all the way back over here, and I don't want that. Okay, I'm just going to make sure I don't have anything else in the hand. Cut! And how do I feel about this? What if I took this edge all the way around and went up all the way over to here? There, and I just cut that. I just cut around the fingers. And damn it! And I'm just going to grab that and create UVs based on camera. Great. So I've cut all these things up. Yep. There. And I can maybe hit this thing and see what that does for me. Hardly anything. Take this to go to shell. Can I pull that off of here? Damn it! I missed something. So let's see. So I got all those. They went all the way over here. And I didn't cut which one. There it is right there, little bastard. There. Cut. Let's try it again. Grab a UV, go to shell. Whoop. There we go. Flip it. And let's see. What if I just go and I hit unfold here? Whoop. That didn't do too bad. Doesn't seem like there's too many problems there. And I'm going to do this one here and I'll unfold. And that did pretty good. I might want to do something a little bit funky, just because we can. What if I go in here and I grab all these edges through here? Whoop. There. Go up to here. Might even go up to there. And if I go and use move and sew, there we got this one big gobbledygooky finger. And if I went in and I used the UVs in this area, and I use the unfold still, or the smooth UV, sometimes you can keep rolling this. Sometimes I've sat here and I've done it just to test it out. If you do this about 50 times, it will eventually potentially work. Eventually, potentially. And that's okay. There. Okay, and let's just take some of this and I'll use a bit of relax action on it. Too much relax. See, it's always funny because it gives you different results. You use a little bit of relax, and then you use a little bit of unfold, and they give you slightly different results every time. We're going to call that good. And if I take this and I go and I hit layout, and I go and I take this thing and I go and I file export selection, and I go say glove, and export selection, yay! And I go back to ZBrush, and I go and I grab myself a new lucky star, and I hit import, and I bring in that stinking glove. Boop, boop. There, we test out the UVs. They look just like I did there inside of my Maya. Boop, there. And if I go in, let's turn that off. Go to Z plugin, and I use existing UV seams. I hit unwrap. Boom! It does a slightly better job. I shouldn't actually say slightly. I think that's done a fairly decent job. Boop! And do I have a Go Z button? I could probably hook that up right now, but I keep being too lazy. So I'm just going to go ahead and hit export. And we'll say gloves UVed. Hit save. Ah. Go back over here to Maya. Take his hand and cut it away. And then I go in File, Import, and Robin11UVed. There it is. And I'll, it's backwards, so it's probably like the UVs are flipped there. And the normals are hard. And then if I take this and I get rid of this thing, pew, and I put it over there. Okay, great. So there it is. What do we got? 6. If I take this thing and I go and I assign Lambert 3, there we go. And then, I'm trying to do this all in one video. What about the belt? Belt, do something different again. Let's go in here, create UVs based on a cylindrical. Whoop. Just take this and I'll wrap it around. And I think I'm going to do something kind of funky here. I'm going to go into the layout button. No, that's not what I meant to do. Go into the layout button and I'm going to hit per object overlapping. And when I hit apply, it will go in and cut this up into a few different pieces for me. Okay, boop. And so there's the front piece and there's the back piece. I don't know what that is. I could do something else kind of funky. What if I went in here and I grabbed all these faces here? Actually, it's hard to see what the hell I just did. This one, double click there. I'm just going to hit cut. Do the same thing on the bottom there. I'm just going to cut them all so they're all separate little pieces. And if I went in here and I grab a UV off of this thing and I go to shell and I pull that away, you'll see all those pieces are left behind. If I grab all of them here and I just went and I hit like layout or something like that, they'll kind of lay out. Kind of. What? Anyway. And if I go here and I do something like this and I hit layout, how does that handle it? A little bit stretched here and there. Doesn't necessarily really like what I just did. I take this one and this one here. Layout. That's not too bad. Okay. I can do the same thing here. Probably even just take this whole thing, and if I just stretch it, that would look probably decent, but whatever. I'll do a thing where I deselect, say, that one again. Come on! This one. Actually, what's the ones I do? This one and this one. This one and this one. And I hit layout. Yeah, perfect. I thought I just split off all these pieces here. Okay, and this is the inside, hey? No, it's because there's a whole schwack of other little pieces on here. That's why it looks all funky. Anyway, I can go ahead and work this a little bit and make it all perfect, but that's good enough for now. What is it, 13 minutes? And then, if I was thinking about this, and I said, well, let's grab all the outside edges, and I gotta have the move tool on or something? This is the inside piece, right? Okay, so I want the outside piece. So I'm gonna grab all the edges on the outside piece, and I'm just gonna go ahead and hit move and sew. All those tiny pieces went to the big piece. And if I grab all the UVs, and I just go and use a little bit of unfold action, whoop, yip, 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 there. And some of these are close together and some are far apart. I'm just going to grab all the edges in the middle here. Oh, you bastard. Grab all the edges in the middle. And I'm going to go up here and deselect all those. And I'm going to hit sew. Boop. Bastard. I missed a couple pieces down there. Let's hit move and sew. See what happens. Try this one more time. And I'll hit, with those edges, deselect these ones. And I'll hit sew. There, those things are all sewn in together. Grab all the UVs again. Try laying them out. Unfold. Brilliant. It's not too bad. There's still some issues here and there. I could probably cut some up. But we're at the 14-minute mark. And I think I want to make one more video. And, yeah, just a clean up and organize video. Stop.